What's up everyone, this is Yasser Elite, and in today's video I'll be talking about a team I played, or I have been playing the last 3 days in Ultra League Open. And it's not spicy, it doesn't have any spicy Pokemon. It's basically Shadow Swampert, which I found out that it hits everything so hard as long as you can avoid the WALREIN or the Shadow version of WALREIN. Other than that, I don't think anything can stop Swampert, even Cresselia with Grass Knot. Like, if you are up a shield, you can always throw a Hydro Cannon, catch a Grass Knot, and do something. And just for the WALREIN and Cress, you do need Greedent, by the way, which I found out to be the best cover for the Swampert so far. And Scrafty in the back, just because Scrafty is too strong. I know that, like, I promised you guys of making some spicy teams, but I'm still kind of like trying to find something that does work at respectable elo and give consistent wins, because I don't want to just, like, you know, be the guy who like delete the losses and tell you like, oh my god, this team is so good, I just went 15-0 with this team, and then you just try it for one set and then you lose all the games, and then like you come to my channel like insta unsub, you know. I don't want to be that guy. I just like show the games I played. No losses deleted, everything's gonna be there. If the team is solid, I'm gonna tell you it's solid. If the team is bad, I'm just gonna tell you this team is dog shit. Don't even try it. So yeah, as you guys can see so far, Swampert, like, they had Swampert and they have a Gyarados. So technically two stuff that kind of an answer to Swampert, because an Unshadowed Swampert is a good Swampert answer. Now they have the WALREIN. At this point, all I need is just, you know, damage. It doesn't matter, resisted damage, any type of damage. I'm not gonna throw EQ and, like, you know, risk that they might shield it or not. No, I'm just gonna throw it and get damage, because I don't want him to shield, since I have Scrafty and I can farm down and prevent him from getting a charge move, which they still got, by the way. So that that didn't do anything. So at this point I just need to throw the foul play, and the next Hydro Cannon is supposed to beat them, but I think I get outpaced because I wasn't able to swap, and I needed to swap right there. At this point, I think they have 2, if I am counting correctly. And yeah, that's it. The team was kind of tough since they had, you know, 3 waters. So Swampert couldn't do the Swampert things. Swampert into Gal. Okay, this is a good sample size. Like, what are you gonna do, Gal? Somehow he stayed in, which just gave me, you know, like, why? Then I'm just gonna go ahead. And they lagged. Okay, here is the situation, guys. When your opponent lag, get 100 energy on every Pokemon. Even if I was your opponent, get 100 energy on every Pokemon, because they might get back to the game. You know, you don't want to lose that game. This is kind of a free win. You don't want to ruin it, right? You can see chat is laughing. But yeah, I've been getting farmed down more than I can count. And I just want to move on into the next game, and the fastest to move on is by winning this game. So yeah, this is the way, guys. Just farm down. If I'm playing versus you, I lag, farm me down. This is the current state of the game. The game is bad, okay? Last thing I want to do is, you know, is go after someone who farmed me down when I lag. No. If I'm going after someone, it's going to be Niantic, of course. Well, like, look at this game. Well, like, that person actually had a good team. I mean, like, look at this. They have Galv into Swampert. They save Swab Greedent. I bring in Scrafty. So technically, they didn't have a win con, right? But it doesn't matter. A lag win is a win, and a win is a win, basically. Maybe if we're playing another game with, like, you know, like the game perfectly running. Believe me, I used to stop tapping when my opponent don't tap, like back in season 2. But I kind of forgot about that now. Swampert Mirror, you always want to go for the extra mud shot. Why? Because you want to get to 2 Hydro Cannons before the opponent do. And my Swampert is rank 2 Shadow Ultra League, which means I don't want CMP versus anything. So I need that extra. Opponent knew that, and they caught on a Greedent. I have a Scrafty for that. So Greedent is very bulky. It's very bulky. So me landing the Hydro Cannon means I'm gonna go. My Scrafty is gonna be able to punch it all the way down without throwing a power punch. A noob Scrafty player. I'm not gonna say noob. A Scrafty player. Someone who doesn't play Scrafty that much, always insta pop. Don't insta pop, because if you insta pop, you're gonna lose so much energy. Like, look at me now. I'm gonna leave this matchup with literally 2 foul play. 2 foul play can almost do like 70% to anything. Okay, now don't type like, oh, two foul plays, don't do 70% to Scrafty. Yeah, I mean, they aren't gonna bring Scrafty into a low Scrafty. My point is, don't power up punch instantly unless you have to. Why? Because whenever you power up punch, your fast move is gonna do more damage and you're gonna get less energy. And in this game, energy is the most consistent way to win after bulk. The second most after bulk. Bulkiest are the strongest. After that, charge move dependent Pokemon. Like, look, see? I throw in CMP because at this point I'm just committed to like get as much chip damage as I can and get so much use out of this Scrafty, just to show you my point. So I saved a move, my Scrafty killed a Greedent and almost a Swampert and left with a move because I didn't power up punch. They have a Registeel in the back. This is gonna be Monka-esque game, but I think I still have it because my Scrafty is gonna do load of damage. They focus blasted. They need to. Now, they need to farm me all the way down, which means they will take 7 crunches because this thing gets a crunch every 4.5 seconds and sometimes every 3 seconds. Sometimes it depends how much energy you have. And the bad thing about Reggie, I didn't throw my charge moves there because I wanted to mud-shot him down with my Swampert. This is a kind of some skill game. Like, I don't want to kill it. I need the mud shots so I can insta EQ. Okay, insta EQ. Yes, why did you throw the Hydro Cannon? I mean, 2 Hydro Cannons do it. Or 1 Hydro Cannon. Sorry, I'm Shadow. I forgot. Yeah. Typhlosion into Swampert. This is an easy matchup for Talonflame. Typhlosion. What is Talonflame? Yes, sir. Sorry. Gyarados is tough to this team in the swap, especially if they have Waterfall. So my play is to throw a Hydro Cannon. Hydro Cannon from Shadow Swampert technically is not resisted because the Shadow bonus is going to do 20% more damage. So, you know, like whenever at one stage resistances is 25%, so technically I'm doing 5% less than a neutral move, which is enough for me because at this point I want like to chip the Gyarados so my Greedent can clap it. And guess what? My Greedent won with a Body Slam banked. Why did I do that? Because I know that he's gonna farm me down and I want to put him like low enough. So my Greedent has a move now. That move will come later in the game. So now he has a Dragon Breath Tina. Dragon Breath Tina is tough for this team. So at this point, he has 2 shields. Okay, I have 3 Pokemons that struggle versus Dragon Breath Tina. So what I need to do is straight Hydro Cannon to get a guaranteed chip damage. Because if he shield EQ, I'm almost gonna lose. Let's see how I played it. Sometimes you just need a guaranteed damage. That damage is fine even if it's resisted. So I went for the EQ. I think this is a bad play. I mean, this is the typical play, but the best play is to go straight Hydro and get chip damage. Because this is not even a foul play range. Okay, he swapped into Typhlosion. I think I lost track of energy, but I'm just gonna do throw on 2. I am sure he needed 1 more Incinerate, but I was like, I want this Scrafty to be as healthy as possible. So Foul Play doesn't KO here, but it's going to do some decent super effective damage. And you guys can see that they get the move right there. This is a Body Slam range. But yeah, if I threw straight Hydro Cannon, I wouldn't be in need to throw the Body Slam, which I saved later, this is from Gyarados matchup. And that's why sometimes, you know, saving a move, banking a move in the back will come in helpful. Shadow Swampert versus Talonflame. This is a game with Shadow Swampert is kinda slightly better than the non-Shadow Swampert because non-Shadow Swampert cannot one-shot Talonflame. Shadow Swampert can do that plus the Mud Shot in between until before they get to 2 moves. They swapped into Shadow Giratina. I got to a move on my Swampert because I know I can win the swap with the Greedent, so I need to bank them, and they will farm me down with Talonflame, so I need to have energy lead after they bring in the Talonflame and farm my Greedent down. So don't be like, guys, what should I do? I had a decent team, this team doesn't work. No, you have to be prepared for everything because I win this, right? And I know that his Talonflame is gonna farm me down. So look at this. I left this matchup. I left this matchup. I have two moves. I'm gonna throw one here. Yo, look. Look at Greedent. Okay, I have 2 crunches. I have 1 HP, which means he's gonna only get 1 incinerate. So I denied him from getting more than 1 incinerate. And I'm still gonna put it in Hydro Cannon range by throwing a crunch on Talonflame. Okay, he brought in Registeel. This crunch is gonna still be helpful. And he's only gonna get like how much? 4? Yeah, he got only 4 lock-ons. So that's why sometimes you need to get your Pokemon as low HP as possible to prevent them from farming you all the way down. I knew that it doesn't matter what they throw, Scrafty can live it and they cannot farm me down, while I can since I have 2 shields. Opponent decided to shield, but there is no way they win. I know that this is a flame charge, but I can just keep Swampert healthy to nuke the Registeel. You know, what's better than nuking Registeel? I mean, you might say that, yeah, so do you play Registeel? Yeah, I do play Registeel. Registeel is just too strong of a Pokemon, and sometimes you will just have to use it because everyone is using it. And if you don't use it, you're going to feel like, you know, like the only one who's missing, you know, like the direction to the party. Okay, now this is a scenario where like insta power-up punch, because I don't have health, they have so much health, so I need to ramp up my attack as soon as possible. So we threw 1 power-up punch, and then we're gonna go straight for the foul play, because foul play does more than power-up punch. He's gonna bring in Talonflame, it's 1 HP, and then it's gonna faint. Swampert into Giratina, shot Dragon Breath Giratina and stuff. So it's a Dragon Breath Giratina, which means I can kill it. Opponent swapped. He's trying to bait out the Talonflame, I believe. Oh, it's Scrafty, which he did get. But my Swampert is loaded, and a loaded Swampert can beat anything in this game. Maybe except WALREIN, but you guys know what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna throw on 6 counters because that's where he is gonna get to the next serve. And you guys see, I didn't power up punch because I left this matchup with energy. And now my foul play is boosted. But guess what? A lag happened and then my charge move didn't show up, so I couldn't throw it. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, this game just doesn't work sometimes. But sometimes even most of the time, like I was like, okay, now this is the easiest game in my life because opponent gave up a favorable matchup for him. He gave me, he threw the game on me. I was like, okay, I will take it. I'm gonna have a charge move to throw on you. And yeah, see, he has double ice, which means he was trying to bait out this Scrafty, which he did. And this is a case where I was talking about. Some opponent has 2 shields, so I cannot risk throwing an EQ that is going to get shielded. So what I'm going to do is just the straight Hydro Cannons. What is this EQ, yeah, sir? This is a bad play. This is a bad play. I mean, I don't mind saying it. Like, I watch my battles and I learn from my mistakes. But I'm still going to win. Greedent is very healthy. Copium. Yeah, next time, if you are up 2 shields, both have 2 shields, get to the EQ and straight Hydro Cannons. You don't need to bait. My Gradient is loaded on energy. And at this point, this doesn't KO. All I need is... Why did I overfarm? Okay, this game is full of mistakes, I guess. But I think I'm still gonna win just because I have the RPS, like I hard counted them. Okay, now it's gonna be a race to whom is gonna get to the charge move, which they did. Yeah, to be honest, I don't feel like I deserve to win this. I mean, if I get to the foul play from Scrafty on Giratina, if my charge move showed up, it would have been an easy win. Jellicent is kind of a bad matchup for the Swampert, but Shadow Swampert can handle it better than the non-Shadow if you bait correctly. And in this matchup, I'm actually going to bait opponent shielded. I'm going to go EQ. You know, they shielded once I shielded, they can just shield. They threw here. I have no idea why they are throwing a bubble beam that doesn't do anything and why they are staying in. And they do have a Scrafty. So I'm thinking that this is kind of a bad play by my opponent or a mistaken play. Not bad, sorry, we're not judging. The trainer would like talking about mistakes here. I mean, I roasted myself 5 minutes ago. So yeah, we're here to learn. I get to this move. There is no reason for me to stay in. So where am I supposed to go here? I mean, one Hydro Cannon KOs, but he's gonna nuke the heck out of me. Yeah, that was like, I am supposed to go Scrafty because he's gonna blindly foul play and then Power Up Punch all the way. There is no reason to shield here, it's just a Power Up Punch. Yeah, I'm gonna be low on health, but my Swampert is gonna be healthy enough. So he brought in the Jellicent. Now it's gonna come to shielding a Shadow Ball and calling the bait. And I called the bait because it was my only way to win. I cannot shield that, and I needed him to throw a Bubble Beam, and I had to no shield it. If they throw a Shadow Ball and I shield, it's still not that good for me. This is a Bubble Beam, but I have to shield at this point, and all I'm hoping is to get 2 moves, and I can see that my swap is almost up. So I'm gonna bank a move and then swap out. Yes, swap out, straight Power Up Punches, because at this point, again, I just need damage. Any damage is better, is good. A cheaper damage is better than the expensive damage because I'm gonna do more damage. Yeah, and we get to this Power Up Punch, so now they are in Hydro Cannon range, which will one-hit KO. Which will put it in Hydro Cannon range, which, by the way, will one-hit KO. This was a very well played by me. Not gonna lie, that was a good that was a good game. Moving into the next one. This is the one before the last. Nidoqueen lead. WALREIN swap. Welcome in. I built this team just for the WALREIN. I hate that Pokemon. That Pokemon is just broken. Like WALREIN, Talonflame, Scrafty, Registeel. Those 4 are just like, I don't know, the most broken 4 Pokemons in the history of Ultra League. Don't get me wrong. I would still take it over Registeel, Giratina, Cresselia meta. Because that meta was so boring. At least with this meta, there is some fast move pressure. So games don't take as long as they used to. And as I told you guys, don't insta Power Up Punch because that will prevent you from getting energy, which I did. By the way, in last matchup, you can see that I left the matchup with a foul play to throw on Nidoqueen and put it at low health, which means now my Gaiden can beat Nidoqueen because it's low HP. It's half health. Usually people focus blast then zap cannon, so that's why we shielded the first one. And yeah, at this point, just a straight Hydro Cannon. No need to EQ. Straight Hydro Cannon, yes, no need to EQ. I am sure that they have an Earth Power, so I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3 and catch. 3 fast moves because they did 5. It's 8. And they top left after that. That was their only win con. We realized that and we went for the catch. Moving into, I think this is the last battle. Yeah, this is the last battle. Those battles, I think I recorded them like 4 days ago. And I didn't have the chance to edit them and then like talk about what's happening. Shadow Swampert swap. Shadow Swampert is much better than Swampert versus Greedent, so I need to Hydro Cannon it, then go Greedent. At this point, I think I can farm down if I shield the EQ. This is EQ, yeah, so why didn't you shield? Oh, opponent is just gonna bait. I think opponent made a mistake. But we still take it. Sometimes you don't have to outplay. You just like take opponent's mistakes. So you can see, because of that, I have almost 3 charge moves to throw on my opponent. That's why, yeah, see, Greedent killed the Swampert and Talonflame. So now we just shield, mod shut down, double shield, mod shut down, and then going back to the same theory, just do damage at this point because they have 2 shields, 1 Pokemon. They will shield anything. And insta Power Up Punch in this case. Because this is the closing matchup. Whoever wins this matchup is gonna win. He doesn't have... I have the hard counted, so I just need to kill it. And yeah, this is how you beat WALREIN. I know, I hate WALREIN so much. If you hate WALREIN, please let me know in the comments below. And yeah, this was a 3-2 set, and I had a 5-0 the first one, I think. And I've actually been like climbing with this team. I think I'm like at 2400 now. And yeah, that's the end of the video. Please, if you like the video, make sure to leave a like. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. And that's the end of the video. See you in the next one. And the next one is going to be like Fossil Cup. So yeah, I'll be making one. See you in the next video, and peace out.